Hi, English 634. What a weird world. I was going to give you just a quick update as promised. I have most of this written out on a post and I'll also link it in an email. First of all, I made an executive decision that I don't think we need to meet on Zoom this Tuesday at 5. I think we ought to take the Cesar Chavez holiday and use it in the way that makes sense to you. In the end, it just doesn't seem right that we're meeting on that day. And I don't know about you, but I've had, I don't even know, 30 something hours of Zoom meetings. So anywhere that I can kind of cut those back, and I know others of you feel the same way, might be helpful. We'll start that up as an option the following Tuesday, the 7th. But of course, you can always email me. And ask questions or, ask for resources or whatever you need. So it's not like I'm not available. I'm just not sure. We need to all drop in on Tuesday. Mainly, I think what you need to start doing, if you haven't, is start working on these course designs. And so you've got to make some progress this week. We have until, I'd like a full draft by the 15th of April. We can negotiate that a little bit, but that would help give me time to give feedback. So that's what I'm hoping for. All the materials are due the 27th, so just kind of keep that in mind. So I gave a suggestion for this week that I think it would be good to start working on your assignment sequence as a place to start, and then you can start calendaring that out. But if you have a better way to start to do this, then by all means. You really kind of have 4 parts, right? This overview, rationale, a syllabus, and you can borrow a lot from even my website. I've linked to that. Your assignment sequence and rationale, and then kind of a weekly calendar and rationale. So I don't know how to do it without designing the assignments first. I'm hoping the one you just made for each other is going to be useful to you, and that would be a place to start from. You're going to want to look at the example TA syllabi page, which I also linked to in that post. And the English 130 course design resources if you're designing an English 130 class. Those templates or those models from those students I think are going to be the most helpful to you as you think, what's an assignment sequence look like? I'd also look at mine. I put a link to my English 130 site. Of course, I've had to totally redo it this semester, so it now has, of course, different options. But you can get a sense of how I design an assignment sequence. And then the other thing I need to tell you is that I did put you in pairs, permanent pairs, and you can see that on the post as well, just because I think it'll be helpful to have the same person looking at your draft over time to give you feedback and know where you've been. So our routine is this. I'll post these updates with some suggestions and some resources, especially as you start working, I'll have more resources on Mondays or Sunday nights. And then you'll have till the following Sunday to make progress, and you need to make kind of a bit of progress. And you'll share that in a Google Doc with us. I'm going to put those links on G+. And then your peer over the next few days will give some feedback. You guys can negotiate that together. And then we'll do it again. And that'll be our routine for a bit here, is just kind of working through this process. I hope the rest of your lives are going okay. I know this is a very, very hard time, particularly for it to feel like any of this matters. I mean, I have days where I'm like, what are we doing? So I understand that this is trying to make this matter. So just think about the students that you're going to work with and what will be nurturing and interesting work for them to do when we come back together in the fall, and hopefully, we are back together in the fall. We're just going to go with that. And yeah, reach out to me for whatever, even if you're just like, I need to vent, or here's a poem. I don't know, whatever you need. Miss y'all. Hope you're having a good, okay day.